Hello everyone, and welcome to another webinar from Latis Scientific. Today's topic is suites of analysis, their purpose and uses. I'm Richard Lawson, the Technical Manager at Latis Scientific, and today we're going to talk about how we can use analysis groups as suites in order to make sure everything runs as smoothly as possible for work sent into our lab. So our first question is, what is a suite? A suite is quite simply a predefined list of chemical and microbiological tests set up to fulfill your analytical requirements. It can be just a few simple tests, or it can be 100 very specialized analysis and anything in between. But most suites are set up to help us provide information for demonstrating compliance with legislative requirements or specific standards and guidelines requirements. Our standard sample submission forms are designed to assign work to the suites needed for the most common kinds of analysis we undertake. And as we can see here, this is a copy of our standard submission form for chemistry samples, and this highlights the suite codes for our most common 8 suites. We actually have over 300 suites set up, as well as suites which we have set up and customized specifically for clients, which I've explained in a minute. So the question of why we should use a suite, well, suites have many benefits, and most of them start with a C. You get consistent treatment of your samples if you use a suite. So you'll get the same tests, you'll get the same dilutions every time samples are submitted, and if applicable, they will always be used done by the same version of any alternative methods we have by default. It makes life a lot more convenient for your site engineers or your samplers who are working on site. One code on the sample paperwork, and on the sample container. Saves you having to do a lot of writing, which may get damaged or rubbed off during transit. If you're trying to show compliance with a particular standard or set of guidelines, setting up a suite, you can set up a suite to cover all the parameters that require it. And within that, you can also arrange for results which are out of requirements to be flagged on reports. And the other advantage of suites is it allows for customization, so that if you have a specific project or a site or a type of analysis, you can set up a suite just for that. So, for example, if you're testing against a trade effluent discharge consent, for a particular site, you can set up a suite to cover that. More reasons to use suites. As I said before, they let you report out of specification results. We can set up a reporting limit for a suite and allow highlighting of results on your report or via email to you if they fall outside your specified range. We haven't done a lot of this, but we can also schedule dependent or contingent analysis. So depending on the results of one parameter, we can then schedule extra tests to further explore that if needed. There are cost benefits to using suites. Because we've looked at which tests are run on the same instruments or by the same methods, we can make economies in how we prepare samples, and you can reap the benefits of that. And the other reason for suites is as we develop our applications in the lab for emerging standards or new ways which the industry works in, we'll always ensure our suites are updated in line with it. So most recently, we've created a series of suites of analysis for water to test against the well building standard. Our most common suites are HCFC and RDF21. These are the standard closed system chemistry and microbiology suites, which you would use if you were working to BISRIA PG50 for closed systems. Normally, we would give a written interpretive report along with the results. To complement the BG50 suites, we have BG29C, C2, C4, and BG29B, B2 as well. And these cover pre-commissioned testing pre-commissioned systems 7 days after you've completed cleaning, between pre-commissioned cleaning and practical completion, and then as well as fill water quality. The last main set of suites is drinking water chemistry, drinking water microbiology, and these will cover the common chemical and microbiological parameters which we would test to ensure that possible water complies with the water supply regs, or the private water regs, or the bottled natural spring and mineral water regs. Again, usually we would give a written report with our results for these. And the best way to get most out of suites is to first review requirements and then discuss setting things up with your account manager or a member of our CLO team. Once everything's agreed, we can set up suite or suites to meet your needs, provide you with the codes, and if necessary, customize a sample submission sheet so that it's very, very easy for you to make sure you get the right analysis every time you submit samples to us. And the best way to do all of this is either to contact your account manager directly, or if you contact us by phone on 0208 853 3900, or info@latisscientific.co.uk, and someone will be able to sort out exactly what you need with us. Thanks very much for listening.